And just doing an impromptu live where we can talk about how to master the fingerboard. And I'll be taking questions. Let me see. I'm going to try to follow this on my computer too. So let me go here right now and go and just make sure. Here it is. I'm going live right now. So I'm just going to make sure I mute my video. And there it is. I'm muted. How's everybody doing? I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. So I'm going to take questions and stuff like that. I'm going to go live also on Instagram because I haven't gone live in a while with them. So let me go live on Instagram. So let me get my guitars out. I'm going to have my 7-string and my 6-string. Okay. And I'm going to let you guys know how I kind of practice when I'm learning different kinds of phrases. Okay. So I try to practice things different ways. How's everybody doing on Instagram? I'm going live just to go live in person as well on Instagram too. And I'll be talking about different things. So on Instagram, I'm going to announce this for Instagram only, is that I have these things called badges. And if you, Instagram said, mention to you guys, if you help support my channel, you could give me a badge of 1, 2, or 3 hearts to help support my channel, okay? If you're enjoying my content. Oh, thank you, Lucas. So let me see some of the comments I'm getting already. Hey, yo, I was jamming along with the tracks and I got the notification. Well, great timing. Great. How you liking that new D'Angelico? It's great. Let me, Arthur, great to hear from you. And, man, easy question. Can you just name the strings to me real quick? Are you serious? E-A-D-G-B-E. And a low A on my 7-string. So let me take out my D'Angelico. Someone's asking about that. Let me play a little bit for you. Everybody. So I got my new D'Angelico from D'Angelico. The XL1. It's a really nice guitar. So, I want to talk about phrasing today and learning lines. So, I heard he's really sick, but Pat Martino, I used to study with him. And I've got to give him a call, see how he's doing. I haven't talked to him for a long time. So, if I'm learning a new phrase, like, let's say you practice a scale. I've been practicing the harmonic minor a lot recently. So let's take an F a harmonic minor. Okay, see what I did? So I played it like this up the scale and went up. Now that's really good to do, to play a scale like that, but the thing that I learned from Pat, and to really master the fingerboard, this is really important for if you really want to learn how to play the guitar and really master the guitar, is to actually, let me fix the camera a little bit here on Instagram, is to actually play this with as many fingerings as possible. So look at this. See, it's kind of weird with all the open strings. See what I did? Oh, I can go like this. That's the second way I just played it. There's other ways I'm thinking too. I haven't gone over it yet. And when Pat would play, he would go like this. He would press the open nut string so you don't change your fingering. That's kind of weird, isn't it? He had his string straightened out so you could actually do that. And, he would have his guitars designed like that. I think Benedetto, I don't know if his Benedetto Pat Martino model has that, but I'm sure they probably did that because he wanted that. So look how many, I just played that scale 1, hold on, 1, open strings, and then I did it this way. That's just another possibility. Watch this now. Okay, now I could go, I could go this. Well, I could go like this, stay on one string. See, that's how you really learn your neck. Okay, or I can go like this. I'm starting on another string now, the F on the 5th string. See that? I could go like that. Watch this. I can go like this. Like this. Like this. Ooh. Now, I mean, I can stay on the same string. I'm trying to figure out every possible finger because there's some of them are really weird. This is how you really learn your neck, everybody on Instagram and YouTube. Watch this. I just started on the 6th string now, the same thing. That's the hard part about the guitar. But when you learn the neck just like this, if you have any questions, please send them to me. Someone has a question or they want to join my live. That's possible. You can't do that on YouTube, unfortunately. Thank you. Someone saying I'm the man. Thank you. So this is my new D'Angelico, just so everybody knows. I'm just just showing you how to master your fingerboard as a little a live event right now. For YouTube and Instagram. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just showing you an F harmonic minor scale because I've been working a lot on the harmonic minor scale on the modes. So there's so many ways to play that scale. I'm only playing it up and down the scale. I'm not doing anything fancy, but just to be able to play that scale, I played that I don't know how many times just now, maybe 20 different ways. And someone's asking about the bebop scale. Yeah, we can talk about that too. So I would play that the 2-5-1 bebop scale. Oh yeah, so that's Enzo. Hey Enzo, how are you doing? That's on Instagram. And Enzo's asking about the 2-5-1 bebop scale. Let me wait to some people over here. I'm going to answer some questions on YouTube too. So let me see if someone wants to go live with me. Oh, hey. Eddie's watching too. And a bunch of people I know. Yeah, great. So let me see. Go in a live room. Yeah, you know what? People are asking to go live. Let me wait to some people. Play Cowboy Bebop, please. What's that? I'm just waving to some people here on Instagram. So if there's any questions, please ask me. I'm going to answer this question about 2-5-1 Bebop. So I'm just going to wave to some people, if I can wave to them. I'm trying to wave to them. Thank you for watching. And if you want, everybody, just please follow me, okay? And also I'll answer your questions if I can. So someone's asking about the 2-5-1 Bebop. So I mean, basically the 2-5-1 Bebop scale. Let's do a different key, like A flat major. So 2-5-1 in A flat major is B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat major 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7 to A flat major 7. So basically, the scale, the bebop scale you would use on that is actually the Dorian bebop scale, which starts like this. Was actually a passing tone between the flat 3 and the 4. So we go. Okay, and it's also the same scale as a dominant bebop scale, which is the E flat dominant bebop scale, which is a passing tone between the 1 and the flat 7, which is like this. So you just start on a different note. So basically, when I'm doing a bebop dominant scale, or a 2-5, I'll use just the E flat dominant bebop scale. So the thing is about this scale, like if you want to really master the scale, don't learn just one fingering. And I mean, I'm only starting on the root too, so I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just trying to show you. So I would practice that different ways. See, okay, so what I did was I just played that scale a few different ways. It's tricky because of that passage. So you got to figure out different ways. I'm only in the same octave. Actually, I can do it here too. Watch. See how many ways I play that? I could do it here. Okay, so I did it in that octave. I mean, I could do it here. So that's actually on a 2/5. Da ba da ba da ba do ba da 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 da. So I'm actually playing that through these changes, okay? Okay, and I'm only doing it in that octave. You could do it an octave higher because the guitar sounds better higher. So see what I did? So I was able to switch that around. Let me answer some questions here on YouTube about these practicing. Okay, let me see. Easy. So you're the man. So if you had the skill level you currently do, but had no knowledge of scales, which ones would you prioritize? I would learn all the basic scales. Okay, that's a question from Antonio Rios. And it's very important to be able to prioritize your scales. I mean, you should know all your basic scales. The guitar players always learn these scales first. Like, I mean, at least I did. I always learned the minor pentatonic first because that's the easiest to see on the fingerboard of the guitar. And then, then move up to the major modes, then the melodic minor and the melodic minor modes, then harmonic minor modes, and then all the symmetrical modes. Then there's other weird scales that I need to work on still, that people talk about all the time. So I'm talking about the diminished scale, the whole tone scale, things like that, and you could do all kinds of cool tricks with that. So, I mean, I would, you would just move up that rung of scales, Antonio. What's a nice progression to play F harmonic minor? Okay, that's a good question. I mean, I use that scale on a minor major 7. So let's say I'm playing let's change keys. G minor major 7. So that's a good place to play a harmonic minor scale. So there's a G harmonic minor scale on a minor major 7 chord. I mean, there's a few different scales you could use on that too. You could also use the melodic minor. I did the Bebop melodic minor there too. So, but harmonic minor could be used on a minor major 7 chord. Also, I like to use it on a 2/5. So a minor 2/5. So if I'm this is done a lot. Wes Montgomery, a lot of great musicians, masters play like when you do let's say you're playing A minor 7 flat 5 to a D7 flat 9. Okay, you could use. I don't want to say the scale names. It's much easier just to think this way. So if you're doing an A minor 7 flat 5 to a D7 flat 9, and you're going to a G minor chord, you would use the target chord, which is the G minor chord. You would use G harmonic minor over that whole minor 2/5 progression. So you could go like this. I'm just playing it kind of simple. So I'm actually doing that G harmonic minor over those 2 chords. And you got to be able to play that everywhere. So my point about mastering the guitar fingerboard is knowing how to play everything all over the fingerboard. So if you're doing G harmonic minor, then harmonic minor here. So I'm just basically messing around with the scale. But I mean, I wouldn't just play up and down the scale. You got to do different kinds of scale patterns. But you should be able to play that everywhere on the fingerboard as well. Let me see if there's any questions up here in the comments. Wait, someone's saying, wait, you can play a what? Something in real life? we can play in real life. So let me see what someone's saying here. I don't understand that question. I'm a great man. Thank you. Let me answer these questions here on Instagram too. Let me wave these people. Thank you everybody for watching on Instagram too. Just so you guys know, on Instagram, um, Instagram wanted me to let you know about badges. So if you want to donate to my channel, you can buy a badge, okay, for like $1 up to $5 for 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, and 3 badges, okay. And on YouTube, you can just donate to me on my at Ron Jackson Music at PayPal and all that other stuff. So let me answer these questions. So it's a pleasure to see your class. Play the licks there. Let me see. So that's a stupid lick. So anyway, so everybody plays that. I like to throw that lick in there sometimes because, you know, it's kind of stupid and everybody plays that lick. I don't know why. But that's a very common lick that I use, but I don't use it that way. That's a variation. The thing is to be able to do a variation of that, of the lick, okay? So, and learn different fingerings of that lick. So, so there's a question. How do you think during improvisation, like when you decide which scale to pick because you have so many different scales you can play for each chord? That's a good question, Tobias. Someone on YouTube, Tobias asked about that question. So when I'm playing through a progression, let's say I'm playing like I played you earlier, like a minor 2/5 to G minor. So I mean, I have so many choices. I can go like this. I can do diminished. Oh. Oh, sorry. I could just play a diminished scale. I could play a whole tone. So it depends on what I'm feeling at the moment, actually, you know, or attempt to try to do. You know, I might do like a whole tone scale like this. So like. You know, I could do melodic minor, like, you know, like an altered scale. Then harmonic minor on the G minor, okay? So it's just really, you know, it just depends on your skill level, actually, to be able to play these kind of modes. And, you know, and you have all these choices, actually, when you're actually performing. So when I'm performing, I mean, I have all these ideas, and I'm always trying to do, and I'm always trying to find new ways of doing ideas. So you know, I studied with this guy named Ted Dunbar, and I have the book behind my screen here. He did this book. I think you know, I think it was a book all about knowing all the possible scales of you know, each chord. So you have all these choices, you know, and the more you know, the more choices you have, and the more vocabulary you have. And also he made you, you know, learn how to play these everywhere on the fingerboard, but also play in different blocks of the fingerboard, because we're talking about learning how the guitar neck. So like, let's say you're playing a song. Let's say you play a song. There's some questions coming up, but I want to make this point. Let's say you're playing a song like Days of Wine and Roses, a jazz standard. He would make you play like the whole song in 5 frets. 1, 2. So like do this chords. Do do do. And then you'll go do do do. Every way you can stay in that 5 frets. Do do da 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 da. Watch, I'm staying all the same area. Do 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 da da. Do da da do do. Do do da da do do. See what I did? I just played that all in that same area. And then he would make you do another 5 fret area. Let's do it here. Do, 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 do. You see what I'm doing? I'm playing all the chords here. Every chord voice I can think of, you know, it doesn't have to be even root position. Then do it here. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, I'm playing here. They start here. See, I'm playing all the chords. I'm staying in the same area, so I really know my chords. Excuse me. See what I'm doing? See what I did? So I'm really I'm really focusing on staying in the same area and really knowing all my chords there. But you also have to do that with your scales to really know. Let me answer some questions here. So the bebop dominant scale, let me ask that question. So the bebop dominant has the flat 7th and a major 7th, correct? So Glenn Michael Thompson. So don't think of the so a bebop dominant scale is actually, let's say, let's go back to the key of C. So you're playing like a G7 chord. So you have to know your scale first. You have to know that a dominant scale has a flat 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, which is F, back to G, which is the root. So this note between the G and the F is a G flat or F sharp. Don't call that a 7th. It's a passing tone. So you don't. If it's a 7th, if it's a major 7th, you would stay on that note and make a chord. But it's just a passing tone. So everybody, don't. A lot of people think that these are tensions, but these are really passing tone. A tension is actually a note that you hold and is part of the chord and gives a specific sound, you know, or even a chord tone. But this is not even a major 7th. It's just a passing tone. So I just look at it. I don't even look at it as a note. I just look at it as a note in between the flat 7 and the 1. See what I did? So what I just did, you could. So I don't, because you play that off the beat, and also you don't stay on that note. So it's just really a passing tone. So that's a great question. So it is a note between the flat 7, Glenn, and the 1, and it's called a passing tone. And you could do that in any key, just so you know. What's your approach to soloing in a typical jazz solo? Examples. Okay, sorry. I can't say your name. Jayo Timoy Bose. Sorry. What's your approach to solo on a typical jazz progression? Any examples? Okay, let me show you something. I have different approaches, okay? So let me put a little a backing track of some sort right now so you can see different approaches I use. And everybody, thanks for watching. And I really appreciate it. And please, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. And if you get a chance, please visit my store on ronjacksonmusic.com. And I sell a lot of lessons there. And join my Patreon, if you don't know, which is patreon.com/ronjacksonmusic. I know you can't see this if you're like if you're what's it called if you're not let me see. Let me show this to Let me show this to my people on Facebook. You can just join my Patreon if you like at patreon.com/ronjacksonmusic. Now let me show you something here. So let me go to a standard, like a jazz standard. Let me see if I can find a typical one, and all the things you are. So I mean, there's different approaches. I mean, I'll just pick a song randomly. So let me speed this. Let me speed this up a little bit. So I want to. Someone's asking me my different approaches. So there's different approaches when you improvise, everybody. So let me think about a couple of different approaches. So for example, I'll show you a few approaches while I'm trying to play and see if you can figure. anything fancy there. But what was I doing? I was actually just doing. I was using I was approaching that with arpeggios more, like guide tones, like a. So I'm doing all things your F minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm just doing a one approach. So I'm just doing that kind of approach, for example. So I mean, that's one approach I would actually do on something like that. Then I could do like more like let's say a scale approach. So let me try something else. Let me try to use like approach note approach. For example, approaching those. Let me show you. Here we go. Approach note approach. So I just did an approach note approach, okay? There's a bunch of questions coming up right now on YouTube. So yeah, that's an approach. For example, how often do you use a Hirayoshi scale? Someone's asked me that question before. I never use that scale, but I should learn it. Thank you, Gia Tommy Bose. So I mean, these scales that people are asking me, why do you learn these scales? Grant Green didn't use these scales, did he? So, I'm just saying, all these great guitar players. Did George Benson use a Hirayoshi scale? He's still a bad dude, isn't he? So I'm just thinking, why these weird scales? I mean, I love the modern players. Oh, thank you for the badge. Someone gave me a badge. Thank you. On Instagram, I don't know who it was, but I'd like to thank you very much. Let me see. Oh, what are the dot inlays on the side of the 7th string? So let me show. This is a great student of mine. Yumir Abuela, he's a student of mine. And if you want to study with me, everybody, please, write me here on YouTube. Go to ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. So look, here's my 7th string guitar. For people who don't know, I play 7th string. Thank you for all the YouTube followers. I just want to thank you on YouTube. I have, for the 22,000 subscribers now I have on YouTube, it's catching up to my Instagram. Pretty soon it's going to be past my Instagram, which is amazing. Because I only had like 2,000 subscribers at the end of the year last year. Now I have almost 22,000. So I have 20,000 more subscribers. So please watch my videos and keep supporting me, and I appreciate you guys. So look at this. Yumir said, sorry about that. Are there dot inlays on the side of my 7th string? Yes, look. So here's my 7th string. You can look at this. So you can see the dot inlays right there. So this one has no inlays here, but I see the dots here. And you know what, everybody? Just so you know, if you really want to master the guitar, you should know how to play with no dots at all. I have a couple of guitars, that don't have dots at all. So you have to kind of, classical guitars don't have any dots. And I think a lot of jazz musicians and musicians in general are dependent on those dots to find their way. But it can be tricky, with no dots. But you should be able to do it, and be able to play, master the fingerboard, know where you're at, know where your 12th fret is. Yeah, so there's dots on my side of my guitar here. On my other 7th string, no here, and another one here, no. Sometimes I'm doing really, really difficult videos. Like everybody, just so you know, I have a lot of great chord stuff in this book called Chords at Your Fingertips. You can pick this up on my website. And a bunch of my YouTube subscribers and students, and Yumir actually, have bought this book, from all over the world, from France, Australia, everywhere. all over the United States, Europe. So this is a book that I write for acoustic. I wrote with Acoustic Guitar Magazine and Hal Leonard, and it's all about chord voicing. So please pick up the book on my website if you're enjoying what I'm teaching you. And so just so you know, I'll autograph this and everything for you guys. And you just go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com, if you're interested in any of that stuff. Okay. Wow. So let me look at it. So that's a great question, Umir. So let me keep going. Let me see. Michael, must have been amazing to study with Ted Dunbar. I have his book, A System of Total Convergence for Improvisers and Composers and Arrangers. Hey, Glenn, Michael Thompson, I need to get a copy of that book because I have another book of his, but I don't have that one. So you gotta get me a copy of that. So we'll talk. I love the music, man. Yes, that it does, Glenn. But ask Ron. Congrats. So why is it important to play without fret inlays when the vast majority of jazz guitar players guitars have them? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, Cyan, hollows. So you know what? I'm just trying to, classical guitar players don't have those inlays. So just so you know. So I think it's really important that you actually, just know your fingerboard without the inlays. You should be able to pick up the guitar and just play it and don't look. Like Jose Feliciano. What if you lost your sight or something? You have to be able to, find the fingerboard. So it's just mastering the fingerboard and knowing it subconsciously. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm not trying to make you do it. It's up to you to master the guitar and practice and know the fingerboard that much. Okay. So that's a great question. Let me keep going. Thank you, Jens. Jens. Oh, Jens. That's Jens. Is that the famous Jens? The guitar. He's like a big guy on YouTube. I think it's the same guy who has tons of YouTube videos. He does great videos. Hi, Jens. I don't do those elaborate videos like you, Jens, because I don't have the time, actually. You seem like you have a lot of time to edit those videos, but I love your videos, just so you know. And sorry, everybody, I'm talking too much, so I've got to drink some water. Thank you guys on YouTube for actually giving me some someone gave me a badge, and I appreciate it. So let me keep answering questions. Yeah, Jens, thank you, man. I appreciate it. What's funny, everybody, is I'm starting to get gigs now, so I'm having less time to do my social media stuff, unfortunately. But just so you know, if you're enjoying this, I gotta let people know about all my stuff that I have, my goodies. If you want to join this, I'm taking donations as well. So I know that people can't see this on Instagram, but on YouTube, if you want to donate $1 or more to my PayPal and all this other stuff, please do so at Ron Jackson Music, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and also Zelle at Ron Jackson Music. Hey! Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Someone's sending me a message. I'm saying thank you to my friend Eddie. So look at this. So please, do so. So let me keep answering questions. So when I'm actually practicing, I use different approaches. So let's go back to that's also really knowing your neck and your improvisational skills. So let's say I'm playing. So I did two approaches on All Things You Are. I did the guide tone, the arpeggio approach, and then I did the then I did approach notes. People call them approach notes, depending how you play them, enclosures, etc. So let's say I do something like this more. Okay, hold on. Before I do this, I'll tell you what this is. I'm actually going to use the continuous scale exercise. That was hard to do, but I'll try to, because you don't actually play scales continuously all the time. So I'm going to answer the question on Instagram in a second. So watch this. Let me start from the beginning. See what I just did, everybody? It's kind of funny. But I would never really play like that. But if I'm going to solo, you should know how to change your scale during the chord changes. So that's kind of, and I have an exercise for that actually that I sell on my, that I'm going to be selling on my website, called on printables on my website. And I'm actually just going, I'm just playing through the scale, but it sounds kind of corny, but it teaches you how to actually know what scale to change to. So if I'm playing F minor 7 to B flat minor 7, or let's say I'm going from here to the D flat major 7 to the G7, which is a different key. So I'm basically the key of A flat the whole time here, but when I get to the key of C, you should be able to change your scale continuously like this. So if I'm saying I'm the key of A flat, then to go to C, I should go. So what I just did was I went from A flat to C without changing, without like stopping. So I'm actually continuously keeping the scale and just changing the note to get to the next chord. So A flat, C, okay, then the next one is this one. So then I go to, now I'm keyed to E flat. Now I'm in E flat. I mean, sorry, A flat. Oh yeah, I'm in E flat, sorry about that. Then I'm in, and then I'm going to G. You should be able not to stop going between the scales. That's a really great exercise. So, so that's, that's a great way of really mastering the fingerboards. That's another approach I use. So, my solo sound flew when I'm going through the changes. Let me just look at this question from Instagram real quick. I may ask you, what are the looking for, Lim Bar something. Please send me the question in the in the comments, because I can't really see your question all the way because Instagram won't let me show it. So unfortunately, I can't look at that question. Just send me a question directly in the comments, and or just send me a comment and I'll answer it. Okay. Hello from Iran. Now, pleased to meet you guys. From Brazil. Hey, how would we be good at chord melody? Good melody player. Oh, I think that's what you're asking. I've been following you since 10 followers. Oh, thank you, Michael. So thank you. So I think someone was asking about chord melody. Let me just answer these other questions on YouTube right now. So, oh yeah, Jens, you're welcome, man. Thank you. I love your videos, and great to see you up here. And okay, Yoko, do you think improv just comes naturally over time, or do you specifically practice it? Oh, Yoko. So, when I'm practicing, everybody, it's very important. Okay, this is very important. That, improvisation is something you have to work on, actually. It's not like, you just like, hey, I'm going to practice a little bit here and there. I mean, I really practice my improvisation, and, but it's not only practice, everybody, just so you know. You're watching me on YouTube. But YouTube's not the best place to learn. I don't think to learn anything. The best place to learn is actually just meeting people, playing with people, getting together with people. Practicing with play-alongs. Because YouTube videos only take you so far. Because I've had a lot of students, real students, who go to YouTube to find stuff, but they can only get so far because you don't really know how you're playing. You can't judge yourself by just playing at home all the time. You have to, you have to do all these skills. You have to record yourself. You have to play with other people. You have to do trial and error, I call it. You go up and you play something that sounds like crap, because and you listen to it, it sounds like crap. It is sounding like crap. So how do you get it better? You listen to yourself and you practice. So then you get together with people and you actually work everything out. So it's important to get a good teacher to guide you with that stuff. So I suggest getting a good teacher like myself. I'm just kidding. But you can. I have a lot of students from YouTube, so real students, so who really want to learn those skills. And those skills don't come easily. You have to practice. I practice hours and hours, and I still need to practice hours and hours. I don't practice them enough. Someone's asking. Someone asking about live Cowboy Bebop. What is Cowboy Bebop? You know what? I'm going to figure that out for next live. So I don't know what that is, but that's a great question, everybody. But so basically, yeah, improvisation takes time and it takes a lot of work. So it's something you just can't come up with. It's just something you're playing. You got to really work on it. It's a very problem. Oh, okay. So Eddie's telling me about a popular series called Cowboy Bebop. So I got to check that out after. Okay. So I'll find it. And I'll learn that for the next live session. Let me see. Hold on. Thank you, Eddie. Let me see. Okay, look. Thank you, everybody. There's some questions here. Bebop scale, for example, A flat, A, B flat, B. I think. What is that? Let me see. A flat, A. No, the bebop scale can actually, just so you know, Dario, a bebop scale can have any kind of passing tone between the whole steps. You could actually start creating them, but there's some basic bebop scales that that are like textbook bebop scales, and I have those all written out. I can't go over all of them right now, but I have them all written out, and you could buy them on my printables page at ronjacksonmusic.com. Okay, so just go to my printables page, and go there, and you can actually find those. It's actually here. I'm not having this sale anymore, but if you go to my ronjacksonmusic.com page, okay, you look at this. You can just go there, and I sell that all the bebop scales there. Okay, but yeah, it sounded okay. Now, do you think improv? So Glenn, the information that you're playing is fantastic. Thanks so much for sharing your time and knowledge and talent. You're welcome. How do you improve blues? Mainly the B became without sounding like you're playing the same old licks. That's a good question. When you're playing the blues, it's hard to not play the same old licks. But I think when you're just playing jazz, it's the same thing. So, just try to find new licks. Everybody, one of the most important things about growing as a guitarist and musician is actually trying to find new ways of playing the same stuff. And also, one thing I always tell my students, practice what you can't play. Now, some people say, "Oh man, why do that? Why you just play the stuff you already know and play it better, and just play better, I mean, sure, you can do that all the time, but you're not gonna grow, I mean, that's fine too, though. I'm not gonna put that down. But you should definitely try to push yourself to get better and learn things that you can't do. So, I mean, as far as playing licks, blues licks, the blues harmonically, I'm not trying to put down the blues. I love the blues, and that's where jazz comes from. It's limited to a certain scope, So, of course, after a while, it's hard to find the same licks. You're not thinking harmonically or rhythmically or whatever in a different, different world or whatever you want to call it. So I suggest, just learning maybe more jazz, for example, and jazz up your blues. Okay, so that's a great question. Play the Dorian scale. Someone's played the Dorian scale. Okay, Dorian. So, okay, let's talk about this. Let's get back to the subject now. So someone's asked me to play the Dorian scale. So if you're learning a scale, this is very important. I learned this from Ted Dunbar and Pat Martino. You should be able to play a scale like this. Let's say I'm playing an A Dorian scale. Now A Dorian, I don't think of A Dorian as the key of G, second chord. I think of A Dorian as a 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. So you should be able to know that formula in all keys. Now, the most important thing to really master the fingerboard is be able to play that every possible fingering. Look at all the ways I'm going to play this. I'm only going from the root too. Now I did it like that. You can go up one string. Really master that fingerboard. Okay, and I'm not even at this octave. Or here. So I'm just trying to say, if you're going to learn the fingerboard, you really need to think about trying to master and really know your fingerings. Because when I have some students, I've had students in the past who didn't master the fingerboard, and whenever they get to that lick, they'll just play here. And I say, "Can you play that somebody else?" And they say, they're like, "What? I don't know. I only know it that way." No, you can't. What happens is you've got to like really master your fingerboard. So you've got to like make yourself play these things all over the fingerboard and really get to know your fingerboard. I mean, it's like meditation or medication if you want to call it that way. Just kidding. When you're practicing, you're really trying to, gain knowledge of your instrument and put the time in. So what I did was I did the Dorian scale. So someone asked me to play that, so I just showed you how many ways you could actually play the Dorian scale. Thank you everybody for watching everywhere. It's great to have you guys up here. And please send me questions. And on Instagram, please, if you enjoy what I do, I'm an Instagram creator too, and I can actually get badges now. So a badge, it's like a donation, and Instagram says announce it, so your fans can give a donation. So you could buy a badge up here. So I'm just letting everybody on Instagram know that you can buy 1, 2, or 3 badges for $1.99, and $4.99 if you're enjoying the show and learning a lot of stuff from me. Please play Among Us. I'll look into that later. Let me see some funny questions here. I don't know that song. Damn, you're awesome. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna wait to some people here. I'm actually transmitting also on Instagram, everybody, so it can be kind of complicated. Then let me ask. You're from Argentina. Great. Thank you, Master. Do you ever use the alto bebop scales? Oh, someone's asking me alto dominant bebop scales. Yes, I do. So everybody, just so you know, we're gonna let me just get into the altered scale a little bit. So the altered scale, the alto dominant bebop scale is actually a melodic minor scale. Okay, so let's say I'm playing. Let's make this easy. Let's play. Okay, let's make this. Let's say I'm playing a B7. Let me get my 6th string, guys. So I was sharing my 7th string. If you have any questions about my 7th string, let me know. Look at this. So here's my D'Angelico that I got from D'Angelico. Thank you, D'Angelico, New York, for giving me this and becoming a D'Angelico ambassador. So watch this. So look. So let's say I'm playing a B7 altered scale going to E minor. So he was asking about a dominant altered bebop scale. So watch this. So here's a B7, flat 9, flat 13, or it could be a sharp 9. It has alterations. So that scale, the altered scale is actually a C melodic minor that you would use. Okay, starting here starting on the B. So it's a C melodic minor actually. C, D, E. It's actually a melodic minor scale, everybody, so you know, is actually a major scale with a flatted 3. That's the easiest way to think of it. So if I'm playing C major, just lower the 3rd. So I lowered the E to E flat. I have a video all about that too. But you start on the B, so that becomes an altered scale. Now, when I say with Barry Harris, I've been going to his classes on and off for years. I used to go for like almost 20 years and still don't know anything. So, because he's such a master. So anyway, when you're playing the altered bebop scale, it's just basically like the melodic minor bebop scale. So a melodic minor bebop scale is actually like a major bebop scale. You put a passing tone. You put a passing tone. It's not a tension between the 6th and the 5th degree. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passing tone. Now you get the 6th. So that G sharp or A flat is just a passing tone. So to make it a melodic minor bebop scale, you just lower the 3rd. Now to make an altered bebop, dominant bebop minor scale, altered dominant bebop scale is the same scale, Watch. That's all I did. See that? That's kind of cool, isn't it? Hello, modern day Randy. Who's Randy? Okay, someone's saying a weird question. So yes, so Ryan, the zebra, dulcimus. Yeah, that's an ultra bebop dominant scale. So I use that a lot. I mean, so many ways to use that. See? Okay. Okay, so that's how you use ultra dominant bebop scale. So that's a great question. Now let me keep going. I there's a lot of information I'm giving to you, so I hope your brains are hurting like mine. But I'm going to be finishing soon. So oh, there's some funny usernames here. There's only one scale, the major and the flatted, and at certain degrees from it. Yes, Dario. Dario, Dario, you need to take lessons with me because you have a lot of good questions, but I think you need a teacher to learn this stuff. So just so you know, get in contact with me. Now, ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com if you want to study with me, everybody. So, I'm going to be doing these live sessions more often, everybody, when I have time. It's starting to get a little busy. But, I'm trying to build my following here on YouTube and on Instagram and go live. Okay, and, please support me in all my channels and follow me if you're not doing so already. And, I hope the information is useful. And also, if you enjoy my lessons and everything, I do have a Patreon, and a lot of people that are joining my Patreon recently. So I appreciate you guys. And my Patreon is www.patreon.com/RonJacksonMusic. Where's my Patreon thing? Oh, here it is. So you can join my Patreon here. Here on YouTube, okay? And, and you can start for $3 a month, even $1 just to support me, okay? So thank you. And I'm going to be finishing soon because I have things to do today. But if you have any other questions, please email me at ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com about improvisation. I'm going to be going, I'm going to be doing these things once in a while. But remember, YouTube is great for getting free information, but remember, free is free. To really get something good, you have to really study, get together with people, study with a good teacher. I've had some great teachers because it's hard to judge yourself by watching videos all the time, and you can't really see how you play. A teacher will tell you that you're doing this, you got to do this better, you got to do this. It's really important. I mean, I listen to myself all the time, and I listen to my students, so I know how to judge myself now. But I'm a teacher, and even teachers need to judge themselves. I have teachers now studying with me who can't play jazz, so they're like, wow, how do you do that? And they teach all the time, but you got to study yourself if you really want to get better. And you can just go to my website and just download the lessons too. Just pay for downloads. Get the notes in the tabs. But it's really important to to have someone guide you and have a mentor to this stuff. So let me just look at a few more questions. Oh, thank you. Oh, very interesting and nice to listen. Oh, great. Hi, Poland. Thanks for watching. Yes, I bent strings, space stud. Watch this. This is our 14s, guys. So yeah, I bent 14s, guys. Okay, actually the 10s feel like too small to me actually. So the 9s are like slinky strings, And now Steve Vai uses the 9s. I love Steve Vai. He can play with his fingers like no arm, stuff like that. He's a dude. He's a great, But yeah, you can bend these strings, no problem. So everybody, I'm gonna actually get off this now, and please follow me everywhere. Ron Jackson Music, TikTok, Instagram. Send me questions or make a comment here, and I'll answer them. Please follow me. If you enjoyed the show, you can go to my. It's pinned on my comments here on Instagram. You could just donate to my PayPal, etc. PayPal at Ron Jackson Music. they're all the same. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo is Ron Jackson Music. Okay, and thanks for watching. And Steve Vai's amazing. Met him a few times. Oh, that's great, Dean. Let me look at a few more of my comments and then get going here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and for sharing my live stream. I'm going to leave this up. You guys can watch the playback on Instagram too. And some of these questions I couldn't answer. There was a couple of songs that I didn't know about. Please, I'll try to learn them for next time. And please share my channel. Please, support us musicians. Since we didn't have any gigs for like a year. And, I really appreciate you guys. I'll try to give you the best knowledge I can and honest. I like to be honest because, I'm not perfect at this stuff. I need to practice too. It's good to be honest with people and tell them how it really is. You know what I mean? Like, no jiving or BSing around about, anything. It's important to teach people and be real about everything and what you need to do and to get better. Okay? And because, I mean, to be real, I need to get a lot better myself. So, and there's a lot of things that I can't do that I need to do and work on too. So it's always a constant, learning process and struggle. So thanks everybody for watching. And, you can watch the playback after this on Instagram and on YouTube. And I'll be doing this again soon. Okay, I try to do live streams at least once or twice, 3 times a week. And you're welcome. A7 sharp 9. You got to A7 sharp 9 improves. So I'll play your chord, man. How many ways can you play that? Okay, so anyway. So thank you, everybody. And we'll talk. Hey, Chris Littman, Kuhn, all these great people that watch my live streams all the time. I appreciate you guys. And this Sunday, I'm doing Sunday Evening Jazz on Instagram and on Facebook. So please watch that show. It's going to be a great show with Joanne Weaver and Al Street on guitar as my co-host. And it's going to be streaming live, right? I might go to YouTube too. Why not? So I'm going to, just for fun. But, it's going to be definitely streaming on Facebook and Instagram live this Sunday at 9 p.m. At Ron Jackson Music. Remember, all my channels are Ron Jackson Music. All my TikToks, Twitters, all that stuff. So thank you, everybody, for watching.
Payment channels.
And what?
Your payment channels.
And my payment channels as well. So if you want, my payment channels are all Ron Jackson Music. So you can find me everywhere. It's a great music, okay? Thank you. So we'll talk, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. It's time for me to do some other things today. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Let me hang up now first on Instagram. Yes, and then I'm going to hang up next on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. It was really great, having you on my live stream today. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.